Just noticed I was muted. Hello. Are we really going to be enjoying these hitboxes? And by that, I mean I hate these hitboxes. They really suck. Wait, I need to do that differently. That's the wrong direction. Two pogos there. That's a really hard cycle to reach. Alternate way to do that. That's a little bit easier on the cycle. So I might just stick to that. I would have reached you past that under there. It'd be like that. We're kind of going backwards a little bit. Ah, I see what the problem there is. Damn, they really just make this cycle. Okay. How do you do that? I did it at one time. Wall jump? I don't think wall jumping is the answer. That is crazy. This might be really precise. Gorman sucks? Yes. Okay, I see what I'm doing wrong. How do you get enough? Okay, it's quite precise. That is close, but I'm still doing something wrong. And it's funny, I know exactly what it is that I'm doing wrong. Maybe I need to do this later. What if I do it earlier? That's a... I guess that works as an alternative. Oops. Are you trying to jump at the do it at the very... That's what they're trying to do. Damn, I messed it up even slowed down. I got the Cogwart core so fast, yeah. Pretty good speedrun. I'm really bad at this part though, so the run is dead. They don't do what I think they're doing. Okay, I think I got it. It's actually really weird the way this works. Okay, now I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong again. Do I have to... Hold on. No. Okay, I don't know what this is. I don't know what the deal is here. And even then, that's also really difficult to jump onto that next platform. See, it just doesn't work half the time. That one worked. What was different about that? Silk. It looks so consistent when I do it like this, doesn't it? Then why does it stop working? See, what was different about that one? I guess it's just distance. I need to be closer. But they look they look like they're pretty far. This baffles me. Baffles the mind. See, what is different? What is changing? Not that. Am I doing this wrong? Okay, I think I've figured it out. Yeah, okay. You have to be falling down when you do the claw line, or else you don't get the climb up. And then you need to make that jump, which is like actually really hard too. And that happens. Because if you grab the ledge, then it's over. See, like, the hitbox is so big. It's hard to not grab it. What? Like, hold on. I just messed that up. That is so precise. Oops. What a fun stream. What a fun what a fun thing to be doing. That is crazy. Okay, I feel like I just can't do this. Oops. Oh, I'm breaking the game. Whatever. I guess I just take the slow cycle. I could do this, of course. That's probably even slower. Nice one. Whoops. Okay, I did it correctly. Still, but not very well. Whoops. There's a way to do this top levers. Yeah, I forget how to do that. I see, I see. This game, I'm going crazy. I love hitboxes. Hitboxes are so good. Ouch. Ouch. I'm gonna write a letter to Team Cherry and ask them to fix the hitboxes. In their current state, they don't work. Oops. Make them all square. Oh, the frames. Goodbye. I guess the hitboxes are pretty accurate. The problem is not the hitboxes, the problem is the pogo. Where you can hit a spike with your pogo, but like still take damage from it. Okay, how do you do this? Oh, and the world record messes it up, so who knows? Ah, I see. Okay. Maybe I should try to find a more reliable strategy that loses like 2 seconds, but doesn't kill me every attempt. I don't know if I just want to wait for that cycle though. Oops. Maybe that'll be the whole stream, just this area. I'll never move from this place. So I do it 10 times in a row without dying, without taking damage. Hitbox. There we go. I said that at one point. That's like a 1 in like a trillion pogo. No, this game sucks. That like these all blades, these gears, these cogs, they suck. Why don't you just bounce off of it there? Hornet? Don't launch yourself directly into the saw blade. Every time that happens, here's an opportunity. Actually, I don't know if this will do anything. 1 second. Oh, never mind. Maybe next updates they will fix the hitboxes. Honestly, I don't see there being any downside to making the pogo hitboxes just a little bit more dangerous, or to give them just a couple of iframes. My silk! Not this bug again. I don't have any silk. What the heck? Yeah, okay, I can't play the game now. Skonging it. Work in progress. Yeah. There we go. I think when you load in, it disables the soul card temporarily for the dramatic effect. It's not meant to be. It's almost as if the devs didn't intend you to pogo that direction. Well, thank you very much. It's like there's another way to do this. Actually, no, I think you're kind of supposed to pogo on the saws. So who knows, really. They just wanted to make everyone's life difficult by making it diagonal. Surprisingly, that doesn't happen that often. I feel like with people complain about Dash Master and Hollow Knight because you always end up accidentally dashing dashing to spikes. That doesn't really happen with Silksong, even though you always have a down dash. That's not what I meant to do. I forget what you're supposed to do. I guess like maybe jump a little bit, or you know, we're done with the core. We're done with that. I guess if you do an up slash there, this is the wrong save. I wish this just automatically set this as your quick save. There we go. Da da da. I think you play this. You play the Silksong there. I missed one. Annoying room to mess up. Just gotta go back and find exactly the lever that you'd missed. Hit it the correct amount of times, if you remember. The game is lagging, also. That doesn't help. I don't know what other people's experience with the game is in terms of performance. I feel like every time someone is like, oh yeah, this game is so optimized, you can run it on a potato, does not run well on my computer. I feel like I don't have a potato. I'm pretty sure. I mean, if I did have a potato, it should still run, yeah? Okay, actually delay the dash a little bit. Or not. I don't know. uh... I could just jump. I could just jump there and make that a lot easier. I have no idea how to do this. Hold on. Wow, this room is terrifying. What was that? This is gonna take a while. This is really hard movement. I think that's really bad. That's like really, really tight timing. And you go there. You don't die. Okay. That is very hard. At least you have a visual cue. Third, and then third there. Okay, maybe it's not that bad. There's some visual cues. That's not where you do that. That's timing. Don't do that either. Oh, right, right. Okay. I think it'd be a lot easier if you just use the dash instead. And then you do that, right? Okay, okay. There's actually tech to do that faster. I guess. Oh no. You can go this way. This door should be open in this route. Yeah, okay, so save states don't account for this. Let's open this, and I can put a save state back here probably. Whoa. Okay. I think you do that entirely differently. That's you don't do that actually. That's like the opposite of what you do. It's surprisingly a short platform. You probably just do that immediately. No. Oops. Ooh, I see. That's clever. Is Act 2 skipping allowed? Never. It is. How do I answer that? No? First of all, if you want to get to Act 3, then using that glitch would be... It'd be in the all glitches category, because it's a pretty major skip. So, no major glitches runs won't use it. But more importantly, I'm just doing Act 2. I'm just getting the first ending, so I'm not even gonna skip it if I want, even if I wanted to. I think maybe is that also referring to the skip where you like clip through Terminus? That's a major glitch, also not allowed. The route that we're doing for any percent is gonna stay roughly the same, unless a skip involving like intended game mechanics is found, like the cross skip, cancer cross skip. Like any like game breaking stuff, loading in multiple rooms at the same time, like none of that stuff is allowed in any percent. Well, it's called any percent. Most any percent categories are like allow glitches, but glitches are so game breaking in Silksong that it's a separate category. Sometimes glitches are allowed in like any percent runs that are like the like normal run that everyone does. Is there a better way to explain that? It depends on like what the runners want, really. Maybe there's some sort of glitch that like saves a ton of time, but it's just not fun to do in a speedrun, so speedrunners don't do it, and they make a category so that they can play the game without having to do that skip or that glitch or whatever. How do you do this? I should stop. I should get rid of the save states. It's not really helping. So this is all normal. Simply be better, I guess. There's a comment under the world record video that's really funny. It's like, I guess like I just read it. His needle just does more damage than mine. His hokers just give out more flexile spines than mine. His Moorwing simply has less health than mine. His Hornet moves quicker, jumps higher, takes less damage than mine. His unskippable cutscenes are shorter than mine. His bass patterns are easier than mine. His button presses simply do more things than mine. It's actually not a skill issue, and I will not be taking questions at this time. Shout out to that person. That's obviously why they got the world record. They're just better. Or, well, that is the answer, but the game is just more speedrunnable for them. Hey, if you're watching anyone else play at all. Okay, these do I remember how to do this? Whoops. This is like ancient muscle memory at this point. I don't think that's... Oh no, I think it was a... I did it wrong now. Just watch the spikes disappear into nothing. I need to remember how to do this. I don't. The first one is just a dash. Dash. Dash, pogo, dash. Dash. Oh, it's a pogo dash and then a pogo. Okay. Hornet, have you considered aiming upwards? Like the grapple point is up there. Have you considered like aiming up there? I don't think that works. I pressed it too late. I was too early. And then you die, and then you die horribly. Glad that one is consistent. This is very difficult. I think I learned a different way to do this. I guess maybe I learned an easier method. And World Record does a faster method, obviously. It's funny, you can see the spikes descend. Into nothing. They're just floating in the air. We no longer use a route that gets cross-stitch. We go we fight the last judge to get to Act 2. Cross-stitch did get buffed in the most recent update, so maybe that route should be reconsidered. Can you guys get down from there? Damn! It's as if I knew they were on 1 HP. I didn't. That was really lucky. Yeah, nice attack. Nice killing me instantly. Can I attack? So something I've learned, arenas become significantly easier if you learn the enemy layouts, which is like obviously that's the case. But it takes a long time to learn that. You have to just memorize like the order of the waves and then like the spawn position of each of the waves and like a little strategy to implement when the enemies spawn in. Like these enemies, they're really annoying to fight, but they do have a strategy to deal a little bit of extra damage. But you have to do it right when they spawn in. Like that's a lot of extra damage that I got in there just because I was prepared. No, I wasn't prepared, I just reacted with it, but that's something I probably should be prepared for. The more enemies you can hit with the Silk Spear, the better. Saves so much time. Whoa. One little extra dash killed me there. Oops. Even I could get the room. Even I could get the room for the 20th time. That didn't work. This sucks. This is the worst place to mess up. You might as well just restart the run if that happened, actually. Oh, dash there. Unnecessary. Alright, time to chill out here for another hour. Nice shot. Okay, don't do that. They go way too high up. Those guys are definitely my least favorite enemy in this gauntlet. He died? Yes, it hit him! Oh, nice! Heck, thank you for jumping at that exact moment. Airly enemies, like, spending too much time in the air is like the biggest time loss, and also it's just annoying. I couldn't see that under the death animation. I definitely could have seen it if I was paying attention. I think that's kind of hard to get used to. It's always better to hit flying enemies horizontally rather than vertically. You don't want to push them further into the air. You want to like keep them at your level. But also, it's like they're higher up, so it's like harder to reach them if you do a horizontal attack. You know. That's actually why Clawline is so good. It gives you that little vertical boost. And also why these guys suck so much because they protect themselves on the sides. Okay. I don't do that optimization much of jump and hit them while they're in the air. That's usually what happens when I try to do that. Wrong direction. Nice one. It also is so annoying the way these guys approach you with a block. Yeah, thank you for doing that. Oh, I destroyed that beetle and I got hit by it at the same time. Does the world record run utilize any specific strategies? Which is, I probably should have looked at this way earlier. Not that strategy of just dying horribly. Wow. I often think about Nine Souls when I play this game. I often think about Nine Souls and how mastery of that game looks so different. Maybe the skill ceiling is lower in Nine Souls because it's so easy to not take damage. You just press the buttons at the right time and you're safe. In this game, like, even the best speedrunners at the moment still just like face tank half the time because it's so like finicky to like avoid damage perfectly. Of course, the way to avoid damage perfectly is to play super safe. Oh my goodness. Like a really careful, like, just try to poke them at a distance, you know, like get a few hits in, back off. But then you're not like utilizing your full DPS, right? So it's like absurdly difficult to like consistently hit with your like fastest attack speed. Please. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Whatever. That seems to work out pretty good for the first wave. You know what? I think there's save states for the gauntlet. Yes. What if I did this backwards? Practice the later waves first. I wonder if save states will actually work properly. Wrong direction. I kind of wonder. Oh, it does work. Nice. It's a really silly thing to try to do. I'm gonna look. It looks like I'm gonna take a lot of hits on purpose. I just want to experiment. Okay, that was not the experiment. It does not look like these guys can be parried. Strangely enough. Maybe that'd make them too easy. Okay, that went pretty well. See, that's a really bad situation when they're surrounding you and they do that attack. That attack has really long reach. Also, the more they're on the same side, the more you can hit them both with the same Silk Spear. So you probably want to get them on one or the same side of you as fast as possible. That was so much faster, just because I got so many double hits on both of them. Or, I guess, you know what I mean. This is the risk of that. Getting cornered. I guess there's something stopping you from just pogoing on their head to get over to the other side. What if I try... That did not work. Haha. See, like, it's so unreliable. Are they gonna back off, or are they gonna completely corner you and like combo you against the wall like it's a fighting game? Okay, well. This wave, right? Actually, I want to do this one. I wonder how much damage the bells do. There's a lot of counterplay there. Oh my goodness. So much counterplay there. I didn't expect them to turn around that quickly. It's actually, it might just be RNG. It might just be really bad RNG. They might, like, one of them might jump over you immediately and you get really easy double hits on both of them. Yeah, the other enemy is way harder to reflect the projectile. That's such a fast parry that you just did. Take that. Take that. You know the Nail Masters in the Coliseum, or the Pantheon? I always mix this up. The Nail Masters, I'm dead. Yeah, that's a really bad place to be. The Nail Masters in the Pantheon have this like double phase, right? Where you're fighting both of them at the same time. Except it's actually pretty easy because they take turns doing their attacks. It's basically just like fighting one of them but with shorter cooldowns on their attacks, and sometimes they change their patterns. And it's like a actually really fun fight. That is not what this is. The final wave of this gauntlet. It's just you're just fighting two enemies, just independently. Okay. Yeah, I don't do that immediately because then they fly way too high. I missed both of them. I don't recommend that. Really surprised that hits. I think I'm gonna try a different approach there. Oh, it did not work. Actually, I see the problem. I see the problem. I'm doing it differently, and it actually doesn't. It works worse. Alright, thank you. Thank you for that. Ooh, maybe I do it like that. Just all of that went wrong. Okay, that kind of perfectly lines me up to get hit by that bell. Nice shot, I guess. It's kind of amazing that they can parry that quickly. Can we stop having this bug? That actually killed them. Damn, that was damage. Yeah, why do I miss them sometimes? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, okay. Good patterns. Okay, let's move back a little bit again. How about here? That was unfortunate for that guy. I shouldn't try to like hit the bell on purpose too much. It's kind of funny when it works out, but wow. If you want to jump immediately into my attacks more often, go ahead. I think these guys could have like a third of the health, and they'd still be like a fine enemy. Like, why do they need to be so tanky? They're just a little flying guy. don't know what the plan was there. I missed the belt twice, and I took damage from it. Is there a good way to deal with these guys? What was that interaction? The bells, like, they hit each other and bounce in a really weird way. You suck. Then they all fly way too high if I do that. What if I just stand on the ground? Like, stand right here. Oh, look at that. Is that consistent? Will they always fly down like that? Because that may be the response instead. Most of my damage must be from just dashing into enemies. Or just from contact damage in general. Also, I should probably stop just doing that against enemies that have projectiles. I just launched that needle. That pin. Sorry. My weapon's wrong. Oh my goodness. Ouch! I got hit by both of those. I wonder if they spaced it out just so that you could get hit twice like that. No iframes for you. I'm relying on having enough silk to do that strategy, so I'm gonna not do that. What if I do like that? And then get like absolutely destroyed by two of these guys. Okay. Maybe not. Nice. Nice hit. Oops, I just bounced off of the wall into the collision. That's more what I'm looking for. Yo. That is, I should have tried to get on one side of them earlier. They did a few jumps I could have ran under. Bells and bells and bells. Wait, I wonder if these are. What if I. Well, I know how to speak. So the one on the right parried, the other two threw a projectile? Well, okay. It's not exactly the same every time. That was great. Yeah, the bells kind of work out every once in a while. Yeah, how do you hit behind you? That's awful idea. Don't do that. Wrong direction. I dashed in the wrong direction. What if I... Hold on. That strategy might actually work. Deal some damage to the sword guy. And then... hit bells into the rest of the damage. Just use the bells. Because they're all going to be throwing at me, right? There's some math you could do to figure out, like, how important it is to be safe. Because if you play safe and you take less damage, that means you don't have to heal as much. If you don't have to heal as much, that means you can do more silk spears. But, like, how much damage is that extra? Yeah, especially if you hit multiple enemies, like, that's a ton of damage, right? Silk spears are really strong. But you do lose damage by being safe and, like, not face tanking. I'm gonna try to really avoid damage. Kind of difficult right now. If an enemy is doing an attack, try to dodge it on purpose. Okay. That was me. I didn't. That wasn't me messing up the dodge. That was me messing up the hitting them part. Because if I hit them, the knockback would be a dodge essentially. And then I do something stupid like that. I can't just parry them. They're not. I mean, if these are projectiles, they're not little bugs. It'd actually make the enemy so much better because you just parry them. That was hard to get around. I probably should have recognized that that was way too risky of a situation just to sit around in. But okay, I stopped healing because I actually need to save myself for this phase. um Yep, this is the worst phase, the worst wave. It's not even hard, it's just like really annoying. If you don't want to take damage, you have to be super slow. And I do want to save Silk for this. He has extra damage if you get the belts to hits. Immediately that just did not work. Okay, right after that phase are these guys. I need to remember that. Just hit the wall. Biggest waste of my health. Oh my goodness. Stop cornering me. Yippee. I love when that happens. Ow. Yeah, don't do that, don't do that. Too much heights. Yeah, that's just death. But you just can't avoid that. That's just a situation that you have to recognize is like you're guaranteed to take damage if you sit around for too long. Yo, so fun, devs. Can you make the spear hitbox bigger or make these guys fly lower to the ground? That would also be wonderful. I would appreciate either of those changes. You definitely can do that. I always want to heal after that phase, but this is the phase where I also want to use the Silk Spear immediately. And I miss all of them. Ha! I dashed into the needles. Try not to heal if possible. Okay, I just did it instinctually. That's what the time you're supposed to heal. Ouch. I almost juggled that bell. Thought they would get hit. I forget, I'm like trying to dodge the big AoE, and I forget that they can also just hit you. Like, yeah, that's like a massive attack. That's a massive weapon that they're swinging there. I just parry that like a crazy person. Ouch. I knew I was gonna take damage there. I can't wait for strategies for this gauntlet to evolve to the point where we're getting hit on purpose. However that may maximize DPS. Okay, heal before the fight. And then miss my only attack. Let's stop doing that. It isn't all that safe. The bells can hit the other bells. What? I just messed up. Maybe we should got hit by that, man. That would have been real nice. That's pretty satisfying when you do that correctly, though. That's definitely true. You missed. How did I not take damage there? I'm kind of amazed. Okay, and then yeah, here's what you expect. I was just thinking, like, how safe is this heal? Not very, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot again. I guess the big risk of packing them up like that is that you also I did that thing again. It's harder to read the telegraphs when they're backed on top of each other like that. I just parried backwards. It's kind of sick, actually. Yeah, I love when that happens. I think I kind of I'm better understand. Oh, I'm better understanding the advantage of a system like what Nine Souls has, where being defensive is so easy. You just press a button and you parry, right? And it's really nice because you can stay in the fight really easily. You don't want to take damage? Just press the don't take damage button, and that takes care of it. That takes care of it for you. You don't need to like dodge or like be careful about your positioning or anything. The only thing that matters is you know the attack patterns, you know how to parry, you know which attacks you can parry and which ones you can't, and so on and so on. But it means that boss fights can have ridiculous patterns that it's still very possible to avoid damage on, as long as you just know the parries. And then you can feel like extremely offensive. Yeah, you're being like defensive with your parries and such. But it allows you to very easily then care about damage. Also, healing is easier in Nine Souls. You just press a button. And against a lot of boss fights, you get a refill on your heals right before the fight anyways, so you're not worried about running out unless it's a really long fight. In which case, you're not doing a very good job at avoiding damage in the first place. You need to rely on healing. Once you get to that point where you're just parrying, constantly, you can parry every attack, then it's very satisfying to fight. Whoops. Oh. I tried to jump as high as I could, and it wasn't high enough. Because I'm kind of realizing, in order to like be safe and not take damage, I have to disengage a lot more. I have to acknowledge, like, okay, this is not a time for me to get damage in, this is time for me to back off and wait for them to finish their attack. But that doesn't happen in Nine Souls. You're not like, oh, I'm waiting for them to finish their attack. It's like, I can just attack them. I can just parry and attack and parry and attack. It's very satisfying to get that down correctly. And since you're engaged with, well, I guess like that dodging back, of course, that is also engaging in a way. I think some enemies are better. Like, these enemies are actually quite fun to fight. Whoops. They have a lot of ways that you can, like, stay close to them while dodging and dealing damage at the same time. I'd say it's a lot of flying enemies that are like, oh, time to just, like, just wait it out. Just dodge back and wait. Wait for them to approach you again. Like, they actually deal a decent amount of damage just from the bells. And by damage, I mean, like, for me, they deal a lot of damage for me. Really? We're still having this problem? Like, sometimes they just throw attacks like that, and it's like, I can't possibly do anything about that attack other than just run away. If I want to deal damage, well, now's not the time to do it. I guess maybe that's because of this a lot of like lingering attacks. Where they just keep swinging instead of one attack that you can dodge. Hello. Sorry, I'm a little locked in right now. Welcome everyone. Thank you for the raid. I'm currently stuck in High Hall's Purgatory. Also, this game is a bigger fan of throwing a lot of enemies at you at the same time. It's like, well, I can't just dodge your attack. I have to dodge like the guy's attack at the same time. Much more likely there's just a wave of attacks that you can't do anything about. Just one of those had to hit me. I don't know if I should try to utilize the walls a bit more. Way to get height. Okay, well that didn't go as according to plan. No, he turned around. Why did I do that right there? That's the real question. Really thread the needle there. Say that again. I really thread the needle there. Can we stop doing this? Okay, let's just do the whole thing. It's actually surprising how often the music actually works and it doesn't bug out. The spike floating in the air, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Bingo later? I'm kind of tired of bingo. Maybe I'll just not do that. Like how I jumped just so I could not hit that guy. You're gonna die in 2 hits. They're one. They're fusing. Silksong bingo a thing yet? You could make it a thing. I mean, you can make anything a bingo if you just make a bingo card and just fill it out manually, you know? Most games actually don't have a built-in mod like Rainworld does. Notice that's actually kind of rare. Most of the time games use an external website where the community just makes challenges. Rainworld is also weird for requiring you to shelter to lock in challenges. Most other games are just like, yeah, if you complete it, you know, right then and there. Like how I had to take damage there. It might just be the worst pattern you've ever seen in your life. Oh, the save state reset. I like how that was actually a really good run until that last one. It all just fell apart there. I really do wonder how much of that is just RNG and how much of that is skill issue. But I'm willing to accept that there's more for me to learn. There's more for everyone to learn. These arenas are probably going to be the last thing to get optimized in the run. They're really complicated and lots of phases and like enemy behavior they have to learn. There might be like a lot of manipulating that you could do, like stand in this exact position and all the enemies will line up perfectly for a Silk Spear multiple times in a row, you know? And the more of those are discovered, the easier the run will get. And make room for more optimization, you know. Or maybe there won't be like a strategy that's set in stone. Maybe it'll just be like, yeah, lock in, like, get good. I mean, there's another way to say it. It's called like just like it's mostly based on intuition instead of a predefined strategy. Especially if it's just RNG and there's nothing that we can do about that. Stop doing that. Not good. Oh, that was a mistake. They were so high up that didn't even hit. Stop doing the dash attack. It's a little sad that sometimes the dash attack is like just a bad option. Okay, that was just jank. He just had to do a jump. It's so much easier when they're on the same side of you. It's kind of crazy. Yippee. Did that spool of silk on the floor just bounce because the chandelier hit the floor? Anyway, I'm done with that. I feel a lot more confident though about a few things. There's a few setups you can do, like stand in position and wait silk spear. Well, also for the big guy, for the last wave, the two big guys, I think the best thing to do there, because I tend to start on the left side. If the guy on the left jumps and I try to go under them, I'm now closer to the wall, and both of them will probably approach me. But if I wait for the one on the right to jump, and I run past them, suddenly I'm like in the middle of the arena, both of them are on the left side, and I have a ton of space to work with. So I should probably pay attention to that and not corner myself. But also that kind of relies on just hoping that the other guy jumps. Or maybe there's some attacks where I can jump over them instead. And look out for that. Maybe I'll try to do that. Pay attention to if the guy on the right side does an attack that I can... Oh wait, you're supposed to just exit out here and you'll bench. You'll go back to the bench. Doesn't it look like there's another Hornet sprite behind Hornet? Like she's like slightly swaying left and right, but you can still see another sprite in the background, so where the outline doesn't change. Maybe it's hard to tell on YouTube. I don't know, or Twitch. On the stream, I should say. Into the birdcage. I've not fought Lace in forever. That's actually a time loss. The Steam does not do that much damage. Okay, turns out when you fight Lace for like 2 hours, it doesn't really leave you. I forget if this was on stream. I did fight Lace a bunch on stream, but I practiced this fight for like an entire day. Wrong direction. I got hit by that. It's kind of crazy how durable Lace is. How any of the characters are. Like some of the bigger bosses make sense. They're just tanky. Like Lace is like very thin. Like she could like snap in half. The echo. It's interesting that the sound system for this game allows that sound effect to like keep echoing even though it stops playing it very abruptly. Also, this is probably my favorite fight in the speedrun. The claw line lets you do so much damage. Because when you do the claw line, you bounce up in the air, but if you do a down dash immediately afterwards, you can stay on the ground. As I proceed to mess it up multiple times. Favorite fight that's not in the speedrun, like all the Act 3 fights. And yeah, I could just do an Act 3 speedrun, but those take so long. I don't want to do all the side quests. That's like the unfortunate reality of this game, and the way that Act 3 works. Because you need to complete like 17 quests to trigger Act 3 to start. And so it just takes so long to get all this done. And obviously it needs to be like that so that the world state can be in a certain way and you don't miss out on content. Like, you have to get like all the fleas. That's one of the things that you need to do to trigger Act 3 because they need to be in Fleetopia for their whole like quest line at the start of Act 3, right? Not a quest line, their whole like event. Seth, I'm so sad that I did Seth off stream. I did so much other stuff to complete the game, and like, or just get the ending in Act 3. I end the stream, and like 2 hours later, I'm like, I want to like finish the things that I didn't do, and the first thing I did was fight Seth, and it was also my like probably like second or third favorite fight in the whole game. That Seth is really good, and the process of learning that fight was probably one of my favorites in the whole game. I don't think they're as fun to fight when you're good at the game. Like once you have their attack patterns memorized and you like, the optimized fight is probably not as fun as learning the fight, but learning the fight was very enjoyable. Nihilith Tower, I don't like Nihilith. they have some weird hitboxes. It's kind of a clever idea, like a whole fight that's like in the air, but also it kind of hard counters some strategies. Like if you have the Shaman Crest or the snail or whatever it's called, yeah, Shaman Crest, you can't heal because you drop to the ground when you heal, and the ground is spikes, so you just take damage. If you don't use tools or silk skills, it's significantly harder because you can only damage them by pogoing essentially. But their hitbox is really jank, so pogoing tends to not work very well. And some of their attacks are like extremely hard to react to. They're just massive fields of damage. It's like if you don't run away immediately, or if you're in a bad position, you just take damage. So I'm not a huge fan of that fight, but Seth kind of makes it up for it. And if I did a true ending speedrun, I would fight those bosses. You'll need to do 3 of the major bosses, right? 3 hearts. I guess like First Sinner, they probably aren't required in any speedrun except for 100%. That's a really good fight, but there's no reason to fight them. Because they only give you, like, a bad spell, so... I parried that. I don't actually know if this does more damage. Claw line does a little bit less damage than you'd expect. So I think the way it works, this is just a guess, but I think the way it works is that it does half of your damage rounded down. So my current damage is 11 because there's slight like a increased damage scaling against this fight because I have such a weak nail. So I deal 11 damage. So half of that is 5.5, but it rounds down to 5. So I think, yeah, if I do the claw line, it is 2 hits of 5 damage, which is a bit less than a nail hits of 11 damage. But you can do it so fast. Right? It's like, is it worth it to spam this? I don't know. But I saw the world record doing it. So I'm doing it as well. Yeah, here the audio bugged out for a second. Is that a Rainworld reference? Yeah, this is such a fun fight. You know, actually, a fight that I've not practiced at all. A fight that I've not practiced at all is Grandmother Silk. So I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the stream just practicing this fight, which is about 30 minutes. You're wondering why load times are removed in speedruns, that's why. Whoops. I'm all the way down here. It just restarted. I'm never gonna have to climb the room like that. This is one of my favorite songs in the OST. This, I mean, I think it plays here and in the Silk Heart cutscenes. They're not really cutscenes. You know what they are. But I've done everything. I've 100%ed the game. I have not done Steel Soul, and I'm not filled out the Hunter's Journal, but like, who cares? Hello. I'm fumbling. I'm trying to do this little trick to optimize damage, but I'm not very good at it. The stream is dying a little bit. Actually, no, I did it faster 100% speedrun. It wasn't very fast. It was like 20 hours or something. But... that pogo was crazy. Don't worry about that cutscene. Oh, you just press a button to restart this. Whenever I had to practice and like watch the like whole credits, I like this mod. The last Garuma. Have you ever watched the Hollow Knight speedrun and you've seen them fight the Radiance? I basically need to get good at doing that in a slightly different way. Because she has a very large hitbox and no contact damage, so you can kind of optimize like a lot more than normal fights. A lot more than other fights. Because if you do a dash and another swing like this, you can swing faster than normal. That's stupid. I almost ran into the rocks and I overcorrected. Ouch. It's good to get used to tiny little box, hornet box. That's the wrong direction. Surprised I didn't get hit by that, and I would have died. Notice how one of my masks is misaligned. The mask is in the wrong place. Oh, I'm actually... This fight is probably going to be pretty fun if you can get good enough to, like, stay in the air constantly while still dodging the attacks. Because the spikes on the floor can be really annoying. So, like, they take some time to get out of the way. But if you just stay in the air, then it's not a problem. It's way harder to control yourself. I just hit the... What do you call these? What do you call her weapons? Like half of a scissor? Your hitbox gets so small when you do that, it's actually kind of easy to dodge. Okay. Not easy to dodge when you sit right there. A shear. Game, do you want to stop lagging? I really enjoy doing that. And full silk for a heal. Maybe they are just singular scissor. We say a pair of scissors. That's a broken pair of scissors. Why am I invisible? Just a little bit of extra challenge, no big deal. I'm back. Yeah, who needs to be able to see your character anyways? I don't know why I did that. I couldn't jump in time. Ouch, I jumped too high. This fight is going on longer than I expect because in previous runs I had an extra needle upgrade, but now the route doesn't include that, so you need to make up for it by just being better. Yep, I'm gonna get a hit there. Damn. Ouch. Nice. We're not doing another invisible run. Can I see myself? This happens because a few cutscenes work by just making the player character invisible and then adding in an extra sprite in the animation of Hornets. Ouch, that's a long hitbox. Okay. Not a very good attempt. I think I'm pretty good at this fight. I could try to practice the dash trick to deal more damage. For the new one. Yeah, that would have been pretty dangerous. Not backing out. Just let me stab you. I keep very conveniently getting enough silk on that last hit. Doesn't remember how to shaw. Honestly, still the biggest tragedy of this game. She never says shaw. No, I threw. Beaver Queen Hornet. It'd be pretty cool. Can I stop taking damage? Don't do that again. This is one sturdy, like, platform. Like, what is this made of? That's one way to get rid of the spikes. And counterproductive though. I didn't have enough silk for that. Can you not camp over there? Well, that's what you get. But yeah, thank you very much for this sturdy platform. Also, it just happens to be a good place to put a trap, but don't worry about that actually. You can just like sit here, I guess. I think she'd like fight back eventually. I guess she has a needle in her face. That probably is unfortunate. Maybe the hair could do something. Maybe like a rock would fall on my head. Should dinner tamer. Is that how it works? I think I'm done. Can I stop being invisible? Where am I? Okay, I'm back. A little bit close, isn't it? I thought she was doing her big jump. Oh, that was lucky. I feel like cheating for some reason. Oh, actually, no. Go back to that one. I probably can't change my skills at the moment. Hold on, 1 second. I didn't mean to press. Oh, okay. No, it's still triggering. Leave the room. There we go. Let me just Where is this? Quick. Oh, I didn't want every skill. How do I get the Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, this, and then give me this one. Any others that increase damage? I don't think so. Kind of want to like melt this boss. I think that'd be fun. Camera, do you want to look up a little bit? Surely this will reset the camera. Hey, how's it going up there? Okay, I guess we're just looking down the whole time. What is this? Don't worry about it. What is Oh hey, that's oh hey, how's it going down there? I have a double jump. I forgot that. Wow, you're dead. Oh yeah. Enough of that. Hornet's actual point of view. Yeah, you're probably strain your neck like you're looking up the whole time. Anyways. I think what I'm going to work on now, I think there's a few things in individual rooms and such that I still need to practice. But then I'm going to basically cut the run up into a bunch of segments. And just do runs of those segments. So maybe like post like Trobio to the end, maybe Trobio to the end, or like Claw Line to the end. Cogwort, or no, Last Judge to that point, and then like just like cut the run up into segments and then practice each individual segment. Just like a whole stream will be like I'm just doing this run, this like little mini chunk of the run. And instead of restarting rooms like 2,000 times, I'll actually try to consistently get from start to finish without dying a whole lot. I think that's what I'll probably do next. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. See ya.